So today we're talking about problem-solving skills for our early learners. Does your child struggle with problem solving? I'm sharing 4 tips. Really, this is a strategy, 4 steps that you can take and use right at home with your children for problem-solving skills. This is for our early learners, ages 3 to 7. But yes, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. My name is Monica J of SoFamilyOnline.com. I think this is a great topic. Problem-solving skills, our young learners, our early learners. I mean, this is something that children need to work on or should be working on every single day. They should be strengthening and building their problem-solving skills because problem-solving skills are lifelong skills, skills that children are going to need for life. Just like children need it, adults need it, right? We need our own problem-solving skills. We use problem-solving skills every day. So, question I'll pose to you guys. As parents or teachers, grandparents, aunties, uncles, anyone who has children in their lives. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever experienced a child that is frustrated with something they're doing, whether they're trying to work on a project or they're trying to fix something or put something together, or they're in a situation with a friend, a peer, and they got frustrated and they just don't know how to solve the problem, solve the issue, and to change that frustration into positivity? Well, this is where problem-solving skills come in. So if you have a child who just can't figure it out and just remains frustrated, well, then they probably lack some problem-solving skills, and maybe they need to just strengthen them a little bit, or you maybe need to give them some more skills that they can use. And if you have a child who actually is able to adjust and rearrange things in order to actually get through and complete whatever it is they're trying to complete or solve whatever it is they're trying to solve, well, if they are able to do that, then that's problem-solving at its best, right? So that's pretty much examples of problem-solving and why it's so important for our early learners to start working on their problem-solving skills, to start using problem-solving skills in their daily lives. They need it because they're going to need it for the rest of their lives. So you want to start early because you don't want them to turn into teenagers and young adults and then adults and older adults who lack problem-solving skills, because oftentimes that leads to frustration, that leads to behaviors that are not, very popular. So behaviors that are not accepted usually in society or accepted in the classroom, and it leads to just acting out, and it leads to a host of other things. So we really want to jump on strengthening our children's problem-solving skills and growing their problem-solving skills at an early age. This is the time when they're 3, 4, 5, between 3 and 7, you really want to build these skills, build their tools. I call them tools because these are things that they're going to pick out of their little toolbox and use every day of their life. So I consider problem-solving skills to be a tool, a life tool. So this is a tool that they're going to have to pick up and use every day. They're going to have to figure out situations. They're going to have to make decisions. And you want them to start at an early age. The earlier they start, the easier it is as they get older and older and older. So really, really encourage your kids to start now. Encourage your kids when they're frustrated to not always run to you, if it's mommy or daddy, for the answer, or to not always run to you when they're frustrated or someone's done something they dislike. Try to get them to figure out a solution on their own. So that's where my 4 steps come in. I have 4, you can call them tips, you can call them steps, but it's basically a strategy that I use when I'm teaching my students problem-solving skills. And this is something I do all of the time. Every day I'm teaching problem-solving skills. Every day as teachers, we're diffusing situations, right? And guiding children to figure out solutions or how to better handle a situation that they may not like or, that is frustrating them. So, over my 15 years of teaching, I think I've probably seen too many children who lack problem-solving skills, and probably more children who lack them than who actually have them, who have enough at these young ages. Children really, really, really at these early ages should be able to make decisions, should be able to figure out situations and adjust. And they can definitely ask for help, but that's also a part of problem solving. Figuring out that you need to maybe go to an adult and ask for help because maybe you can't figure it out on your own, and that's okay. So I want to share 4 steps that you can use today. Parents, teachers, everyone, you can use these steps today with your children when you're guiding them and helping them figure out situations, when you're guiding them and trying to teach them problem solving skills. Okay. So the first step you want to do is you want to help your child identify the problem. So let's just say, for example, your child is playing with a sibling, they're playing with their brother or their sister, and all of a sudden, everybody just wants this one toy. They both want one toy. Okay, so they're fighting over this one toy, and you walk over, and this is what you see. This is what you're presented with. They're fighting and tugging over this one toy. So you stop them, you intervene. Well, what is it that you do then? Do you just say, all right, no, Susie, you're not getting the toy. Jessica, you are getting the toy. Or you had it first, or blah, blah, blah. Do you automatically solve the problem for them? That's a question to you guys. So I'll let you answer that. Now, if you answered yes, then right away, you've already shut down problem solving skills for them. Right away, you've already taken over the whole situation and diffused it on your own. You didn't allow your children the opportunity to figure it out or make the decision or come to a conclusion on their own or find the right solution for them. So what you want to do in that situation is come over and talk to them. What's happening? What's going on? Identify the problem. That's number one. So together you guys can identify the problem. Help your child identify the problem and help whoever it is. If in this situation they're having an issue with someone else, as a sibling or a friend or whatever, then together everyone needs to identify the problem. That's number one. But if your child's working independently and maybe they're just working on a project and they're just frustrated because let's just say they can't figure out this puzzle and they can't figure out where the pieces go and they're getting so upset and frustrated. Well, at that point, again, you want to identify the problem. That's number one. Identify the problem. Everyone identify the problem. And then let's move on to number two, step two. Then you want to find solutions. So we've identified the problem. So then you ask Jessica or Susie or whoever your child is, then you ask them, well, what could we do? What can we do to fix this problem? What kind of things can we do? So if you have more than one child there and they're going through the situation together, everyone might start spitting out answers. Even you as the parent or the teacher, you can give a solution. You give a solution and then Jessica gives a solution and Susie gives a solution. And we have 3-4 different solutions on the table. That's number two. So find solutions. Identify the problem, find solutions. And number three, then you're going to think about the outcomes. So if you look at Jessica's solution, her solution is that she gets the toy. Okay, so if Jessica, if you get the toy, then that might make Susie upset, right? And Susie might say she gets the toy. All right, Susie, if you get the toy, that might make Jessica upset. Or mom or dad might say, oh, what do you think about maybe we share and take turns? You have 2 minutes with the toy. You have 2 minutes with the toy. What do you think, guys? You know, so that's finding different solutions. That was two. Number three was thinking about the outcomes, coming up with the outcomes. So you have these solutions. What would the outcomes be? What do you think would happen if we actually do A or B or C? What would happen? And then four, the last step is try a solution. So you come up with these solutions. Now try one. Try a solution. Try a solution. Let the kids together decide which solution they're going to try and then try it and let's see what happens. Or if your child, like I said, if they're working independently and they're just doing something that's frustrating them, like a puzzle, and they just can't get it, well, allow them to come up with their solutions and then try whatever their solution is. Try the next piece, or try this piece, or try the corner pieces first, or try all the pieces on the bottom that have the straight, smooth side, or try the pieces at the top of the puzzle. Whatever the case, number four is try the solution. And then if you need to repeat the steps, then repeat the steps again. But the idea is to guide your child through the process of problem solving rather than just stepping in and, diffusing it and coming up with the answer by yourself without giving them an opportunity to try. So you just want to remember that you're guiding your child through this process. You're not giving them the answers. You're not, stepping in and taking over the task or whatever it is you're doing. You're not just, being like some of us sometimes do, being the adult and actually trying to take control over everything. You want to actually give them an opportunity to go through the process so that way they will start to learn these problem solving skills and then they'll have these tools. Remember, I call problem solving skills tools, just like so many skills. I call them tools, life tools. They'll have these tools in their back pocket that they'll pick up later and take out later when they have another situation, when maybe you're not there. And it's very important that you do guide them and teach them these skills now, especially at early ages, so that it'll be easier for them as they get older. So that when they're in situations when you're not around, because you can't be around all the time, you know, you want them to be able to diffuse situations on their own, make decisions on their own. You know, you want them to be able to make appropriate decisions. You want them to be able to get over or get through frustrating situations without having a meltdown, without just breaking down. So teaching kids problem-solving skills at an early age is so very important, very crucial to our early learners. And these skills are skills they're going to take on to adulthood. They're going to have for life. These are lifelong skills, skills that are needed for adults, for children, for everyone. And unfortunately, there are a lot of children and adults who lack problem-solving skills. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, really share those tips with everyone. See you guys later. Bye.